If you feel that you have been affected with the virus, I'm not saying don't come to the masjid, come to the masjid, but do take precautions. Put on a mask, and when you happen to sneeze, let's uphold good habits and practices. Let's sneeze inside our arm, not on our hands, or just not openly. Just yesterday there was an old man praying in the first saf, and he was complaining about someone who was next to him just sneezing all over the place. This is a quality that the Prophet ﷺ taught us. This is a practice that the Prophet ﷺ taught us on how to sneeze, subhanAllah. This is also from the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. Not to mention that it is extremely important when it comes to health practices. So let's kindly be considerate of everyone. If you happen to be affected, do kindly put on a mask. If you happen to feel like sneezing, do sneeze inside your arm. The last thing we would want is our imams to become sick. If our imams become sick, you will lead your own selves. So may Allah protect our imams. Ameen. And then all of you. Second. This brings me, I will connect this announcement to what we are going to discuss in our session today. So we finished the aspect of the Prophet ﷺ as a husband. I will now take you on a different dimension from the Prophet ﷺ's life. If you remember, if not, I do remind you again, I mentioned that we will discuss 3 dimensions of the Prophet ﷺ's life. Number 1, his relationships. Number 2, we will touch on a few things regarding his acts of worship. And the third dimension that we will discuss is the emotions of the Prophet ﷺ. Various emotions of the Prophet ﷺ exuded, held. We will discuss that. So today we will jump from the category of relationships into the category of emotions and look at something extremely important. And that is an-Nabiyyu sallallahu alayhi wa sallam wa dhawq. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam's dhawq. Notice I did not translate that in the English language, because the English language does not have one word to translate this word, al-dhawq. An extremely important concept, and how beautifully it was practiced by the Prophet ﷺ, and how beautifully the Prophet ﷺ would actually uphold this characteristic and quality while engaging with people, and also his character. This is a concept our beloved Qari Amr always mentions, always speaks about, and we find it everly present in the Prophet ﷺ's life. What is dhawq? Linguistically, the literal meaning of dhawq is taste. So when you say that you tasted food, you will say dhuqtu at-ta'am, I tasted, to taste with your tongue. But it also applies metaphorically in Arabic as much as it applies metaphorically in the English language. So for example, if someone has got a fine choice, you say, MashaAllah, you got a very good taste. If you see someone is dressed well, you say you have a very fine taste